You guys, we're back. We're doing this again. We're doing this for a third time. Hello. Welcome to Here. Let me help. My name is Lily, and I think he might still need our help. Referring to Dennis Fitoza, Deaf Noodles, aka Deaf Noodles. We all are well aware that Deaf Noodles is doing comedy roast shows. He has turned his office space, I think, into a comedy club. Now, we went through the first roast battle, and there were a lot of things wrong, but we gave leniency. We said, you know what? Let's count this as a dress rehearsal. Sure, sure. Then we went to the second one. We went to the second one with our constructive criticism glasses on, constructively placed, properly placed. We're ready to criticize constructively, give the things the feedback that I actually think that he might have needed. There was a lot. There's a lot of things. And unfortunately, that second one got taken over by Red Bar and their college style prank, as they put it. And I'm actually kind of disappointed that that happened in the second one because I had a lot of good energy and a lot of hope for the second presentation of the roast battle. Now, mind you, I am not judging this on the jokes, how funny they are, how well written. I'm not judging that. I am judging a theatrical, live performance based production from my viewpoint as someone who has worked and studied live theatrical based performance. So that's what I'm doing here. I am not making a personal judgment on any of these comedians necessarily as the main point of this video. It might slip in here and there because honestly, how could it not? Anyone watching this is going to have personal judgments on these comedians just based on the level of comedian that they are. It's not perfect. Far from it. It's far from perfect. And that's okay. I talked about last video how we have a lower standard for these comedians, not for our own pleasure, but for their pleasure and ability as well. Because once they hit that standard or go above it, it's that much better. We're not going to set a high standard for these people. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these people fall far below the standard that we have set. And honestly, as the roast battles go on, our standard does go lower and lower. So I have some good things to say. I have some bad things to say. I've watched it. We're going to go through it again. Can we just, are we just going to do it? Subscribe? Those things. I'm going to keep making videos. So you might as well join the ride. Hop on. All right, let's get into it. So here we go. Let me put these on. All right. So first things first, let's get over here. I cannot actually play the sound for the first 9 minutes of this were the waiting, like the we're going live soon that they have on Twitch, so the first 9 minutes of that was just this screen. I'll actually show you, was this. So that's fine, getting people ready. I guess this is like an old like Cartoon Network thing. It looks it. It looks it. Like early 2000s type of situation. Now, jumping in, we are starting off. There's not going to be any sound because they are playing like copywritten music. I know what it was, but I don't know. I Shazammed it. I Shazammed it. Why I needed to know what it was. It was something. It's not, it's annoying. It's like just watch it. I get it, you want to make hip hop. Uh it's like cool. So we're doing this. People are getting drinks. Steven comes out. But before Steven comes out, Dennis did the let's get hype, let's get hype that we talked about twice now in video number 1 and video number 2. So we talked about that. He did it again. It was much shorter. He begged a little bit. Excuse me, he begged a little bit. But then I guess people really were there to get hype, and they got hype for him. They got hype for him, and it was good. He was like, I want my neighbors to complain. And so they were like, this is this is it. I think collectively as a persons, they gathered up and mustered up the strength to just blast out some whoos and woos, so that they could get the show on the road because they were already like 40 minutes late. So we got the woos, the whoos, the let's get goings. And so Dennis comes out and he starts talking about this this belt, this kind of like WWE style belt that I guess, winners of a wrestling thing would get. And now he is attempting this with his comedians. Now, here's the thing. He doesn't even know how all this is going to work. So I'm connecting this into the very end, which we'll get there. Don't worry. Patience is a virtue. We'll get there. And it's just a mess. I don't know why he spent money on this when you haven't even perfected the structure of your roast battle show, but yet you are spending money to get an item to celebrate the winner when we don't even know how the game works at this point. We don't know the rules of the game because it's never been fully explained and it's never been fully successful. So I think you're getting ahead of yourself, Dennis, but that is okay. That's okay. You know what? Get ahead of yourself. That's fine. Because this isn't a thing that really matters that much. Sorry, I'm having like a phlegm thing. Real life, IRL. Anywho, he lets people touch it because he wants to brag about this thing that he bought and had made. He wants people. He's making people touch it and feel it, which is weird. Why are you making people touch it and feel this? I don't want to feel this. I don't want to touch this. No, I don't want that. So he's talking about it, and then he says something about like spanking someone with it. He's never done that, but he cringe. So then he brings Steven out, and Steven is going to open the show. Which, did he hear me? Did he hear me? Did he listen to me? Dennis, if you listened to me, tell me, give me credit. Give me credit. So Steven's opening the show. Now, I have a problem with Steven. I like your energy. I like your voice. I like your style of comedy, like the way you're delivering your jokes. I just wish they weren't all about weed. Almost everything you say pertains to marijuana. And like I said, there are other things in life that are funny except for weed. And it is really, really important to have a personality outside of just being high. People can get high and then be like, I'm high and I'm doing my thing and I have a job and I have friends and I have this and that, da, 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 and I have all the things in life. That's great. Good for you. I don't care what you do. I don't care. I don't have time to care. But then there's people that get high just to constantly say, I am high. You know those people. You know those people. And I don't know. Maybe you are one of those people. If you are one of those people, develop a personality outside of just being high all the time. Now, if you are like running a marijuana business, go right ahead and have that personality. But you're still running a business. So I don't know. It's a weird thing and people get really defensive about their weed and that's fine. Get defensive about whatever you want to get defensive about. This is my opinion. Have a personality outside of being high. It'll help you so much because I don't care how many people are watching or how high these people are. They don't want to hear you just talk about being high. Cuz it gets boring. It gets boring. So, that said, let's get into this.
Well, there's the blunt, there's the bong.
So the music is finally off. The music played up until this point. I don't know why. I don't know why there was nobody watching the stream, either on Twitch or on YouTube, because I kind of clicked around to see if it was happening on both. There was nobody watching the stream or the chat that they're so proud about having on the TV. No one was watching that to say, maybe we should turn this music off, because for some reason we are now 12 minutes into the stream and like 5 minutes into actually the show happening, and the music is still blasting and we cannot hear what's happening on stage. So there was nobody paying attention to that. If you're going to have the screen up, have someone reading the screen. If you're going to have the chat up, someone needs to be dedicated to just watching the stream, either on YouTube or Twitch, if they're both going to be the same thing, right? There needs to be that. Someone needs to have that under control if you're going to stream it to Twitch and YouTube. And it wasn't. And it wasn't.
Edible Nation.
Talking about weed.
But
cool.
It's got so wild. I smoke so much weed now. I judge my bedtime based off of how much weed I got left.
Listen to this joke, guys.
It can be like 2 p.m. I'm just shaking the container like, my weed tired, I'm tired. Because I never knew like patience was actually weighed in grams. Who knew? Who knew that? Because when you go to the shop, you got to really decide what type of weed you're going to have. You're like, shit, my mic is hot.
He wanted to win over the crowd with weed, because he wants it to be acceptable to be smoking on stage, like smoking weed on stage in a very small room. And I think he wants, and everyone else kind of wants, that kind of underground, I want to say like jazz club, right? Like this like seedy underground comedy club that you can come and like smoke your weed inside, which I don't think is a thing. I don't know. I'm in New York. If you know if smoking weed inside of places of business is allowed without proper ventilation, please let me know. I know that like you could kind of maybe get away with vaping, but in New York it's like no. What? No, you have to have like permits up the wazoo and like the most extreme ventilation system, and like be approved for it to be in a separate segregated area, like it has to be a thing. I don't know if you're allowed to smoke weed in a business. I don't know. Is that I'm going to have to look that up, because I have questions about that, like the legality of smoking weed instead of like selling edibles. Like can you smoke it in there? That just seems weird to me, because you're supposed, like, everyone has to be cool with it. Like that has to be part of the ticket buying process, like knowing that smoking is going to happen on premises. And where does it stop? Like if you're smoking weed, are people smoking cigars and cigarettes? Is that happening at the same time? Because you can't just say, oh, you can smoke weed inside, but you can't smoke a cigar or cigarettes. Right? I don't know. That's just a thing. See, that's just like a processing thing. That's a legality thing that in my brain you would have to deal with before people start smoking on the premises. And I know I haven't seen anyone else really talk about it, but I think I'm the only one that cares, which is fine. I'm me, and it's just me. Hello, my name's Lily, and I guess I'm the only one that cares. But it doesn't make sense. Now, if everyone in the room is cool with it, and the performers are cool with it, and the bartender is cool with it, like that's another thing. Like there's a person working the bar, like they're working, and these comedians are working, and I get like, okay. So when you are big and famous and you got the money, whatever, and you're in a green room and you're going to smoke your weed before the show, I feel like that's totally different than being on stage and blowing smoke from your mouth, lungs, onto the audience face, right? There's no stage height differential between where your feet start and their chairs end, you're literally 6 inches above them. I don't know. This might just be the new, like the New York State in me, but this feels strange to me. And this is not outdoors. It's different if it's an outdoor event. It doesn't seem like there's good airflow in here for this to be comfortable. And I don't know if I like that. So that's just the thing. I went on too long about it. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so Steven goes on.
Is everybody outside? Okay, how am I gonna call up the roast battles? Yeah, like how am I gonna call Dennis?
I was just gonna say you didn't do a good job wrangling people, meaning where is everybody? Where is everybody? Where are the people that are going to be performing? Why are they not ready to go? So we have written down on a piece of paper the structure of the night, which is good, which is a step in the right direction. And we're going to talk about the set in a second because people are probably like, talk about the set, it's different. Yes, it is different. We're going to talk about the structure right now because this is where it really matters. They have it down, they wrote it down, right? So it's a two-step process, right? It's a two-step process. Creating the structure, and then step 2 is telling everybody else about it. Okay, so you can have the structure, which is great, which is beautiful. I love it. It makes my Virgo heart happy. But then also telling people about it, informing your performers, your comedians about the structure and how it's going to work, and break it down. And like, can we have it in multiple places posted on the wall? Can we have like the amount of times, the time slots? Can we have that posted so that everyone can be here, the show starts, and knows what's happening, right? So no one has to call anybody out, no one has to text anybody, no one has to make jokes about no one showing up. No one has to do that because the show is just going to be happening smooth because everyone knows what's going on. Now the thing is, no one knows what's going on except for Steven, this guy, and Dennis, because they didn't tell anybody. Because if they told people, people would have shown up. Because we're going to see right now in a couple of seconds that there's someone not even here. So now if we have the structure, one, which is great, we love structure, we love a process, and something about that structure has to change last minute. It's easy. I didn't even check my teeth. I just had an everything bagel. I think I might have seeds in my teeth. My apologies if I do. Oh my God, no, I don't have any seeds. So if we have something part of the structure change last minute, it's easy to go, hey guys, update on the schedule of the night. We have to change, A to E, and E to B, and B to A. We have to make this change because so and so isn't here yet. So everyone, we've updated all the things. Make sure, if someone's in the bathroom, you let them know, you spread the word, you get everyone on the same page, which is fine. Shit happens. The show must go on, right? Do it so everyone knows. You were halfway there, my guy. You were halfway there, and that's okay. It's a step in the right direction. It's better than the last two where there was absolutely no sense of a structure whatsoever.
All right, well, shit, we just in this bitch then. All right, well, my name is Stephen Marcus Rutherford. I go by 3 different motherfucking names.
So because he didn't get a response and has no idea what's going on right now, he just starts saying more things. And quite honestly, they're not like good things to say. Like, they weren't funny jokes. They weren't the best that he's got. He didn't dig deep into like his bangers. So yikes. So okay, so let's carry on a little bit. Okay, so he's done talking. thankfully, right? Because he is not he's not extending his energy through this set. It's very lackluster and it's very I'm mad because I don't know what's going on and it's not going the way that I was told it was going to go on. So his energy dropped, his volume dropped, his tone went negative. It's very airy, it's very huffy, it's lots of huffs, and he has stopped caring, which is fine because honestly, I would have stopped caring too. You're the first one on the stage, and now it looks like you're hosting this because you're calling the next people up. You're calling the first roasters to the roasting field, to the battlefield here. So it's almost like you're now hosting the Steven. Which honestly, I mean, I'm not personally mad at that because he has a lot more personality than Dennis does. So he's about to call up these first roasters, and you can hear in his voice, you can feel like you could cut the tension with a butter knife. No one in the audience is making a peep, right? No one in the audience is making a peep. He doesn't know
Who's
what's
the first
going on.
battle should we call up? Like everybody's in here now, right? Everybody's ready.
He's also still currently smoking a joint. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That just is a little weird, right? Like you're on stage performing. Could you do that before or after? I don't know. Like you don't have to be smoking a joint to make jokes about you. I got to get off this topic.
Ready to battle. All right, JP is in this bitch. All
right, JP, come up to the stage.
Hold on. JP is.
By the way, chat, tell us how the fuck you're feeling. Also, can you hear the audience? Because people are saying that they can't hear the audience in the chat. So type 1 in the chat if you can actually hear the audience. Make some noise to see if yeah.
Okay, we can hear the audience. Dennis brings up. So we're having issues. We're having issues like getting the roasters on stage. We are 17 minutes into the stream. Cut 9 of that out. We're having issues getting roasters to the stage because I don't know if there's a where people are thing that's happening. They're coming from different parts. Like they're not coming from the back, like the green room. They're coming from the audience. So I don't like that. The green room is a great place for people to prepare, to warm up, to breathe, to get ready to perform. They can run their jokes by other people back there. They can see, what do you think, should I change this, crap, I wish you wore a blue shirt, something they can get hype so they're not just dead space skin. There's no energy when you just kind of come out of the audience nervous, right? Plus, in the green room, if you're not actually paying attention to what's happening on stage, you have your own energy brewing. It's not based on the audience, right?
You hear us now? All right. Type 1 in the chat if you can hear it.
Okay, cool.
And by the way, Steven, I think you're playing music in your phone.
I could be. Oh, I got a whole TikTok plan. This bitch is wild, right? Hey, see this? I don't even know I'm trying to make it in comedy. This bitch right here is a millionaire. She just giving out crystal balls and shit. She going live. Everybody.
Okay, so just a joke interpretation and a critique. That was really funny when he pulled out his phone and a TikTok was playing. And it would have been even funnier if he just ended it there instead of continue to talk about it. It would have been so funny if he was just, I got a whole ass TikTok playing. Close his phone, put it in his pocket, and let people laugh. Let people take that in. Like, this grown man had a TikTok playing on his phone in his pocket, and he didn't even know. Someone else 3 feet away from him had to tell him that noise is coming from your body that you didn't even know. That would have been hilarious. But you kept going. You kept going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Stop. Just end the joke. Don't carry it out and ruin it. You ruined it. You ruined it. It's okay. That's just a little thingy. That's just a little thingy of mine. Don't ruin your own jokes because it was perfect.
I go to her live stream right now. This bitch is, she making a killing, man. I don't know.
Okay.
I wanted to save this battle.
So because someone is not here, right? The first roaster actually had to get back off or do something else. I don't know. It turned out it was supposed to be a 1v1, but now it's 2v2, which is weird to me. I don't like it. If you need, okay, this might come off offensive. If you need to perform, with somebody else as a partner, that means you are not good enough to perform on your own. You're not strong enough to perform on your own. If you need someone, now, if you want to perform with someone else as a partner and you are good enough to perform on your own, that's a choice you can make. Now, those are two different things. And these, these four people, not all of them may need to perform with someone else. Not all of them may need to. But in this moment, in this very first roast battle that happens, and remember, we have a low standard. But this is also a performance. This isn't a workshop. This isn't like a work study program. This isn't a workshop. This isn't a masterclass. This is a show, a roast battle, super roast battle live from Hollywood. This is not a masterclass. Oh, let me also say we have judges. I believe there's four judges in the audience. So they will get microphones and they will have their input after the battles, which I think is really, really good because you cannot rely on the audience to make a proper decision if your audience is not on your side, like we saw in the second roast battle. The audience was not on your side, Dennis. The audience was not there for you. So they were not helping when it comes to judging, the battles, which I think is also good. But I think that's why the tickets were $20 instead of $15. Now, $20 is a lot for this. When you could have stayed at home, not got assaulted, and watched it for free and still have the same level of disappointment. So this is $20 to be there. $20 to go to this. Now, if you took an Uber, that's a lot more. If you needed to go get food or whatever, if you're also buying alcohol there, that's money that you are spending on this, and this isn't worth anything. I'm pretty sure it already got demonetized from the music in the beginning because they because it's still there. I mean, I don't think whoever's song that is, they're going to be cool with having their music on this, right? So they have the judges. Oh, before we get into it, thank you for reminding me. Let's talk about the set. I'm going to put like a side by side because this is a great shot of the set. He went full brick, you guys. He went full brick. Okay, there's full brick, which I think is good. I think I like it. I think I like the full brick. Full brick. Let's go. Thumbs up to the full brick. Does it match up perfectly? No. Did he get the same brick? Don't look like it. Is that okay? I mean, I guess. What are you going to do about it now, right? Where is the projector? We don't see it because I think he heard me. I think Dennis might have actually watched one of my videos. I hope so, because the projector is gone and I am so happy. If there's anything on our checklist of things to do to make this super roast battle better, getting rid of the projector was on the top of the list. As we remember, it was left on the entire battle, the second battle. My words, it was left on the entire second battle. So I think that's great, and I'm very happy that he got rid of the projector. The lighting does seem a little bit better. Now I think the lighting for the stage, for the performers, could be even better. I think he can do a little bit more when it comes to lighting, but I think he might actually have to talk to someone when it comes to like power output for the space when it comes to the lighting, because it's not about having more lights, it's just having better lighting. Now, I'm not really one to talk, but I'm also just sitting in my apartment, and I'm also not claiming to be, the best comedian and have a super roast battle that has the comedians from around the world, right? So I am just a person. I'm just me. It's just me, and I'm not making any claims other than that I can help with my words. So here we are. So we still have the chat up fine. We still have these camera angles. Now, are they the best camera angles? No. Are they okay? I mean, I guess if okay is the bar that we set, which is okay. He added some black drops, some black backdrops behind the door, which I thought was pretty good because when you open the door, it was kind of like I can't honestly remember if that was their last battle. It might have, but see, this battle, you'll see that it'll eventually get caught in between the door and the frame. Did he uninstall and reinstall the door? Because it does not look as well installed as it did in the second roast battle. So I don't know what happened to the door. Maybe just too many opening and closings. I don't know. It's not as sturdy as it once was. So we have that happening. We have a lot of things on the wall though. So we have a lot of things here, right? And the comedy clubs, it's like just the brick. It's just brick. Like that's like the iconic brick, and then it's just like funny bone or whatever. Like whatever the club. It's like that. Let's try to clean this up. Can we get rid of the Deaf Noodle street sign as well? That's just cheesy. I feel like we're in a bad like adult version of like Sesame Street with the Deaf Noodle sign. I don't know. It does it with the window. It's like I don't want to be a part of this. So yeah, so that's the set changes that I see that I can make out. Like I said, the lighting is not that great. Also the quality of the show. Okay, let's talk about the quality, the video quality. I think I'm on the highest it can go when it comes to video quality. Uh, am I happy with this? No. Is it hard to do this with high quality? Yes. Can it be done? Absolutely. Should it be this low quality? No. I don't know. I just feel like I am watching a PBS special from like 1998 and it's not good.
Save it for later. Shit. We got enough mics? No.
All right. So we are well used to, when it comes to these roast battles, having these moments of we didn't figure this part out, so let's do it now. And unfortunately, we have another one here where they're looking for microphones. There aren't enough microphones. This goes on for far too long. Honestly, there's not enough energy between these four people to be fighting over the use of a microphone. It'll be very easy for these people to just simply share one. They all don't need one. So those are two sides to the coin that Dennis actually has a real coin this time. There's the two sides to the coin. They don't all need a microphone because they don't have enough energy to roast it out and talk over each other with microphones, but they also should all have microphones because this all should have been sorted out. We knew and planned that there was going to be four people on stage, a 2v2 at some point in the show. So where are the microphones? Two sides to the coin. Both sides are right. Both sides are happening right now. They're both happening right now. Right now.
Oh, they're gonna have to, I guess, pass it around because this
All right,
mic
we
is
just
for the
let one
I
team
guess
go at a
pass
time.
it
I can get
around.
one more. Hold on.
Okay, so they said pass it around. Da, 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 and they are still figuring it out.
I'll get you on right now. All right, I found the mic.
Because Dennis goes looking for
I
the
went into the
microphone
bowels of the
in
office.
his
There you go. Who
infamous
needs it?
basketball
Okay, you need
shorts.
it. Let me do
Because God
it's
forbid
muted. You
this
don't wanna use it
grown ass
muted.
man
Here we
wears a
go.
pair of jeans.
Set. It's still
I
muted.
don't know. I guess I can't judge someone for wearing basketball shorts on stage to something that they're going to be broadcasting to thousands of people. But it just seems strange. Do you want to be taken seriously or not? Do you want us to think that you have some kind of performance ethic, or do you just want to be the I'm bad at comedy boy of the internet? Because you had this persona of I'm the bad boy of the internet, most hated person, blah blah blah. No, you're just bad at comedy. Like, you're just bad at doing this. The thing that you are now trying for a third time online, you are bad at, and you haven't even taken the steps to put yourself together, let alone put the show together. So I don't know. I'm not developing hate. I'm developing disdain towards Dennis as a person when it comes to the development and production and execution of this show. This is the third time we're doing this in what, a month and a half or something like that. This is the third, a month, maybe this is the third time we are doing this. This is the third time we're here. And it is all again with the same crap. It's not good. This is not good. We are 21 minutes into the stream. Oh, sorry, I just grazed my microphone. We're 21 minutes into the stream, almost 22, and we haven't started roasting yet. Already being like 45 minutes late to when the stream actually happened. That's what I heard. I did not stay up for this, but I woke up and got right to it. So we're 45 minutes like late to start. It took you 10 minutes to get the stream started. And now we're 21 minutes into this and a roasting hasn't happened. No one has been roasted. The marshmallows are cold. The marshmallows are cold. The fire is dying. So what are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? You even brought in judges, which I don't know if he even tagged any of the judges, like Instagrams or Twitters or anything, because they have good points. They have good points. They have good points. Okay, so they find all the microphones. He doesn't know how to turn it on.
Hey, a lot of people. I'm pretty sure that people online are absolutely loving this.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
No one's loving this. No one's loving this. And I know that you meant that ironically, but no one. I don't enjoy commenting the same thing over and over again. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I don't find joy in having to say, why don't you have your shit together, the basics together? Thanks for adding more brick, but you don't know where all your fucking microphones are. Priorities, man. Priorities. Let's prioritize the production and execution of a show. You don't need a great set for that to happen. Get people all on the same board. Get the energy up. Give these guys a fucking cup of coffee before they get started. Holy crap. I haven't seen dead eyes like this. Oh, I can't even finish that sentence.
This is what we do it for.
Unmute the mic. How do I mute? Come here.
What? Dennis. Why are you talking into the microphone to get someone's attention? You could just go get them. We're not in the middle of a ballroom and you need to go to the east side. You just go get them and have them fix the problem. Also, why don't you know how to, if you're going to run this show, why don't you know how to turn the microphone on? If you're not going to run the show, why didn't someone who knows how to turn the microphone on already have it on and set up ready to go for these people? Now, if you're going to run the show, why weren't these 4 people ready to go instead of the person that wasn't here? Who was making sure everyone showed up? It wasn't you. You were sitting in the audience. You need to figure out who is in control of the execution of this program. You need to figure that out. You can host it, but you can't manage it as well. It does not work. You have proven that over and over and over again. Why don't you have a table right by that door with all the microphones on it? Why don't you have someone standing right there? Why isn't the bartender? You could even have the bartender just keeping the microphones on, making sure the battery packs are fine and they're turned on. You could do those little types of things if you don't want to have one person taking over everything. That way you feel like you're not doing anything. It's a power thing and it's a control thing. You need to let this crap go, Dennis. You need to have someone else handle that. You need someone else to do that because you have proven this is for the third time that you cannot. Right? Three strikes, you're out.
All right, so we got 2 teams. Introduce yourself right here.
No.
All right.
Introduce yourself right here. No. Sir, you have been standing on this stage for far too long to now encourage wasting more of our time.
You're a no, and who's your partner?
I'm JP. This is Evan.
All right, cheer up for JP and Evan. And who are you guys facing right here? If you can describe your guys.
I also get to introduce them.
No.
Fuck face and poop face.
Up TOS.
Wow. Thank you, shit face and unfuckable face.
Oh, solid.
I'm definitely shit face for that one.
We're about to start. We're pretty much going. Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? My name's Elliot.
And your partner here.
What's your name?
Proud.
Hecklers.
And I'm Angie Stroud. I don't have any kitschy thing to say yet. It'll come to me.
Angie, I think could have stopped with just saying, and I don't have anything kitschy to say. Because get to the roast, right? Like I want to get to the roast. I don't want to waste time because I don't think she really wants to be here. But that's okay. Anywho, let's get away from the stand up and let's go back to the comedy. Dennis has a coin this time and he's not talking into Siri, which I think is good. Let's hear from the judges for this one. Just a quick note, Steven is standing on stage, so he's pulling a Dennis as from roast battle 1 and 2. I wish you would just sit down somewhere and just let these guys roast it out, So Dennis interrupts and he says, hold on, I wanted them to do a round where they roast somebody because there's a creator in the chat and the creator is Nick DiRamio. Nick DiRamio. Oh, I don't know how to say his last name.
He's done a bunch of videos talking shit about so yeah, roast this guy.
And he's great. Nick is great. He does like clip breakdowns of things. Love Stan besties. I imagine that we're besties.
Fuck, he's stupid.
Roast him.
He's uneducated.
Here, hold on. Here's a picture of him.
Here's
a picture of him. Just grab the phone. Grab the phone.
Oh my
There you
god,
go.
he's got that frat rapist hair.
This is weird, right? So the fact that he's asking them to go instead of roasting each other to now roast with each other all on one person who has an opinion about your terribly produced roast battle is weird because this is like letting other people do your dirty work when you could have just produced a better battle. You could have just produced a better show and not gotten so much hate. We would have been like, oh my God, what an amazing adjustment from the last two. This is incredible. Look at these lights. Look at the schedule. Look at the all the things that we fucking said to you over and over again. You could have just put on a better show and not had people hate on you so much. But now you have Nick DiRamio in your chat and now you're so mad that someone with an opinion that doesn't agree with yours is watching and chatting in your stream. You are now having 4 young people 4 young humans just be mean. Just go out of their way and judge him from his looks. And honestly, you cannot tell me that none of these people know his videos because he's big and he just keeps getting bigger on YouTube, right? You can't tell me that none of these people know him. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think it's so stupid and I think it's ridiculous and I think it's ugly. I think it's ugly, especially coming from Dennis, who was Deaf Noodles or did the Deaf Noodles show and literally on a daily basis judged a handful of people every single day on their actions. If you cannot take the heat, stay out of the fucking kitchen. We are allowed to talk about you because you hyped yourself up on the internet, which is open to everybody. You hyped yourself up, you jerked yourself off, and then you produced a literal crap on a plate. That's literally what you served us and said, oh, you didn't like the shit that I served? No, I did not. No, I did not. You promised filet mignon. And I literally got a turd. That's what I got. And I didn't even pay for it. Imagine if you paid for this. So I think it's just dirty and I think it's gross. And we're 27 minutes in. So let's continue on. So I lied. Before we go to the next battle, let's hear a little bit from our judges so we can get a feel for them.
Our first round. Okay, let's cool off. All right, cool. Shit.
So update on Nick. He just donated $10 to say, good try, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for the $10.
Keep giving us your money to tell us stuff, please. We appreciate.
Dennis, you couldn't even come up with a joke. Keep giving us your money to tell us stuff. Come on, Dennis. God, man. God. Don't
right,
stream
Dennis,
this if you don't want people to
how you feel about
Let's start off at the end of it and go over
what
here.
you want from us.
This battle has big MTV's next energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out who's nexting who. It's kind of just like JP and Evan are trying to figure out who's gonna have to be gay for this orgy to work. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of JP like, you sucked a dick last time, all right? I'm fucking a dick. No, I think it was good. Like, it was, for what it wasn't good. You both ran out of steam towards the end. Like, you guys have two in the same, like, oh, we know they don't fuck. So, like, come with other material. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at JP's outfit. It's terrible. You're gay.
Come with other material. Yes. For everyone involved. You can talk about weed. You can talk about being high. But please talk about other things. Also,
Hey, and you didn't comment on that outfit. Honestly, that's a lose for you. You should have been on that.
so they have feedback, which is great. I think is great because the feedback that they're going to get on the internet is not going to hit. It's not going to land. It's not going to make any impact in their joke writing because they're going to come in with a defensive, well, everyone can be a comedian on the internet. No, but none of y'all are up here on stage, right? They're going to come back with that like defensive energy. Like, I don't see you doing stand-up. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's fine. But in person right there, someone being funny and telling you, like, it was okay, but it wasn't great. That might actually land and stick inside their brain. Okay, so now we have these two. Now we have these two people. Oh my God, they're still on stage. These two people are going to battle it out, which is fine. We're not going to listen to that because this is not any tech stuff, and then we're going to they get some judgment from the judges. I'd suggest maybe go watch that if you want to. I'm not going to go over it. And then we're going to have Corey and
give a round of applause for Los Digits.
Los Digits. And then
Yay,
Corey.
welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna
Welcome.
we're gonna do this. Had some weird energy to it. I don't know if they have history or not,
That's the wall,
but this
bro.
had
The
some weird
camera's over
energy
there.
to it. I'm not gonna talk about it. I hate that the black drop got
Corey,
stuck
it's on
in the
you,
door
Corey.
frame. I hate it. Everyone hated it. And then they talk. Dennis comes on stage and has them talk about Jesse Smiles and Lily Marsden because they were streaming and live reacting to this last night. And so Dennis was not happy that they were doing that. And so he wanted these two humans to make fun of their appearance, which is so annoying. Like, get over yourself, Dennis. Like, get over yourself. Like, you didn't even put on real pants. Like, you refused to put on real pants for this, and you're gonna make fun of other people. You're going to ask other people to make fun of people who are talking constructively about you and your production. Mind you, this is your production. You're putting this on. Oh, so this is weird energy. And then we have something very, 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 very strange happen.
We got a very special guest, folks. I'm gonna have to go to the
Okay, so we have a very special guest, and if you are on Twitter at all, you saw Dennis hype up Chris D'Elia as being a special guest on the third Super Roast Battle. Now, we all were very quick to assume that that's actually not a thing, and that he's probably going to have someone who is pretending, goofing on, who maybe looks like Chris D'Elia on the show. One, Chris D'Elia, yikes. Two, no way. There's just two things. One, yikes, and two, no way. Chris D'Elia does not have the best track record of when it comes to quite possibly, who knows, girls. I don't know. That's not my, I don't know. I don't have all the details, right? But anywho, the rumors are the rumors, and there's no way that he would do this. So let's just watch a little bit as this happens. This is very awkward, and this goes to show this is the epitome of Dennis being bad at this. I'm sorry. I'm not. You fucking deserve it at this point, bro. You haven't written a joke in your entire life.
back. Chris D'Elia will come out. Yo,
Give a
Chris,
round of
come on.
applause for Chris D'Elia.
Chris D'Elia.
So exactly like we said, it's not actually Chris D'Elia, because why would he be here? It is a person who might get confused for Chris D'Elia if he had a hat on and was also sitting down with glasses on a plane. I don't know. I don't know. I hope this guy gets jokes. Does he got the jokes?
All right, get him a mic. We got him a mic.
Well, he's been here before.
He's been
All
here
right.
before.
I've been
All
here many
right.
times. How you guys doing? You guys chilling?
All right, cool. Chris D'Elia and
Chris D'Elia.
Def are going to battle.
Mr. Celia. Call me Mr. Celia.
We got three rounds, 3 jokes.
I don't have any jokes prepared, so I'm just gonna say that.
Why? Why don't you have any jokes prepared? Why don't you have you bought a belt. You bought a belt for this. You bought a belt for this. Dennis, you bought a belt for this. Why don't you have any jokes prepared? You told people about this a week ago. Why don't you have any jokes prepared? You said Chris D'Elia is coming on the show a week ago and you don't have any jokes prepared. Why don't you have any jokes prepared? Because you don't know how to write jokes? Is that why? Is it because you don't know how to write jokes? Is it because you don't know how to write jokes? Could it possibly be because you don't know how to write jokes? Dennis, you created a belt, a WWE style champion belt for this, and you didn't write a single fucking joke? I want my money back.
Flying by the seat of my pants. So yeah, let's just go.
All right, hands are
which has never worked. You flying by the seat of your pants has never once been successful ever. You can't. Scream.
Tails. Always.
Heads.
Hands is on you.
All right, you
Your
look
side.
like Chris D'Elia if he got a part of the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
All right.
Yes, I think that's the point.
I'm not gonna torture you guys. I can't do this. It's bad. It's as bad as you would expect it to be. It's as bad as you would expect it to be. But we're gonna
rather
listen to the
nice.
judges.
Like both of you knew this was happening tonight, right?
I
You both knew, like you made a flyer for this.
I made the whole thing,
You made a
bro.
flyer
I
for
put it all
the
together.
comedy place. You did all of that except for write a joke. How did this happen?
All right.
How did this happen? You did all of this. You had the most time, and we said this before. You had the most time out of everybody to write jokes because you called this person and said, "Will you be my fake Chris D'Elia in our show?" You could have already been writing jokes before you sent that text, email, DM. You could have had jokes down. Like, hey, I got some sick ass jokes. I would love if you would be my fake Chris D'Elia on the show. And then you can write some jokes and we can have our little roast session. That would have been fine. But you didn't do anything. Like you're You're the 20-year-old kid that's still in high school, and the teachers are literally like, if you just show up, I'll pass you, but you continue to skip. Like, if you just show up, you can graduate high school. You don't have to do any homework. You don't have to read anything. Just show up with a piece of paper and pen. Like, you are 20, you're almost 21. We're going to kick you out, but you need your diploma. Just show up, and then you continue to skip. You are literally doing nothing in your favor to be better at this. And you have every opportunity, you have all the resources to make this better. There are hundreds of people online telling you how, but don't listen to them. Listen to me. Listen to me. Step one, write a fucking joke. It's really not hard because all these people were able to do it. Yeah, they may not work. All of them may not be bangers, but at least they wrote shit down. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. All you did was put more brick up and sit on your podcast interrupting people and saying, yeah. That's all you did for 2 fucking weeks. You didn't write anything. Why? It makes me so sad. Why? But why? Like, what is the reasoning that you didn't write a joke? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I want to know why. Like, why? And it's not because you were drunk all the time because you don't drink. It's not because you were high all the time because you don't get high. Were you just too busy doing pull-ups to write a fucking joke? I'm so confused. This is the most confusing moment of all 3 roast battles ever. Now, I can get the first one with the final roast with Miranda. I can get it. You were nervous. You had so much anxiety. You were stressed out. Things weren't going the way you planned, even though you actually didn't plan. You just hoped, right? Things weren't going that way. The third one, of course, you don't have any jokes because no one's here for you anyway. Shit's off the rails. Now, the third one, there is no excuse in the world for you to not have a fucking joke written. You didn't even steal a joke. Like, you didn't even go so far as to steal a joke from someone else. You didn't even do that. So how in the world can you justify selling a ticket for $20?
I don't really feel like I got roasted. Maybe I don't know. I
I'll
feel
try
like
another
you
one.
gotta
I'll try another one. Please,
step it up
chat.
a little bit.
Chat, don't be gentle with me, please.
We're not.
I mean, what?
But pause. Okay, I'll try another one, he says. Okay, I'll try another one. Chat, don't be gentle with me. But you just pulled out 3 creators who were in the chat not being gentle with you, Nick Duramio, Jesse Smiles, and Lily Marsden, and pulled their pictures for other people to make fun of them. Not roast them. Oh, let's roast these. How? They don't know them. You can't roast someone you don't. You can't roast them except for making fun of their appearance, and that's what you did. So what do you want? What do you want, Dennis? You want the chat to not be kind to you. Like, don't be kind, don't be nice to me. Like, give me the works, like, give me the works. I can take it. I'm a big strong man. Look at me. I do push-ups 7 times a day. But then when you see someone with a bigger following right now, a bigger like voice than you say something about you, you get so defensive to the point where you need your gang, your gaggle of comedians to make fun of them and try to pull them down. Right? Like, nice try. It doesn't make sense. You're not good at this. And having people say things to you like you're not good at this online doesn't justify you not being good at this. Right?
What happened to your hair? Did you get dunked in oil and just leave it?
What happened to your head? Did you get dunked in oil and then just leave it? What happened to your head? Did you get dunked in oil and just leave it? What happened to your head? Did you get dunked in oil and just leave it? What happened to your head? Did you get dunked in oil and just leave it? What the fuck? That's the best. Oh my God. What happened to your head? Did you get dunked in oil and just leave it? Oh God. I have to be done. I literally can't do this. Like, this my soul is in danger. The joy within my soul is in danger. All right, so they basically say, like, if anyone deserves the belt, it's Steven. And then he's like, okay, well, and we're done with this. We're done. We are done. We're overdone. I can't. I don't know, you guys. I don't know, because what are we supposed what are we what are we supposed to do in a situation like this where there's just so much everything wrong? But I saw improvements. There were improvements. Things did get better. Like, things did get better, right? So the brick wall, you can't say that the full brick wall wasn't nice. It was very good to have the full brick. It's nice. It's much nicer than it was with the brick and then a little bit of white. And I hate that the door's white, and I hate that the door's there. I wish it was like on the side, but I can't help how he installed the door in the first place. I can't help that. Now, that's nice. The lighting was definitely better. Which is an easier thing to update than when it comes to like the cameras that he uses, or to create the video quality and like upgrade that. That's more expensive, obviously. But and okay, I get it. Now, can he change the camera angles? Absolutely. He absolutely could do that. That is absolutely an option and something that he should absolutely do. Now, did he do any updates on like the white fabrics? No. Was the sound better? Not necessarily. Was the structure improved? Yeah, it was. Was it implemented properly? No. Not at all. Not even a little bit. No. So are there things that went good? Sure. There were comedians that made really good jokes. I like that there were judges. I like that they were able to get the word in edgewise. And I like that the audience was on their side last night for this one. I liked that. That was good. There wasn't a massive prank happening that was, portrayed to like just totally destroy Dennis. Now, because he's able to do that on his own. So what do I think he can still improve on? Well, one, writing some fucking jokes. I think he needs to go take a couple of classes. And I know that he says, "Oh, I studied." No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because if you did, it would have been better. This would have been better. This should have been better. If you have any history of performance within your life, which has been a long one, because it's been what, like 37 years. If you have any history of performance, or performing, you would understand just how bad this really is. Like, you would see it, you would get it, you would come across it and be like, holy shit, in comparison, this sucks. Which I hope, I don't know, man. I don't know where you're getting your advice from, but you need to really take a look at the production and execution of this show. What other people say and how funny the other people are is not your job. Your job is to do better when it comes to producing this. And I don't think anyone should see you anymore. That is in the nicest way possible. I don't think you need to be on stage. You've proven that you can't write jokes. You've proven that you don't even want to write jokes. You've proven that you're not funny. You've proven that you don't even want to look presentable for this. You've proven that you don't want to do this. So why not just produce it? Why not just be the foundation for this? Why not just be the space owner for this, the promoter for this? Don't be there anymore. Why don't you be at home with the rest of us and just watch it on Twitch or YouTube? Why don't you just do that and just see, like, give it a test just once, just the next one. Just don't be there. I wonder how that would go. Have Steven host it. Steven can start with a 5-minute set and host that bad boy, right? He just did it. He did it in a much better way than you did for the past 2 times. So why don't you give that a try? And I don't want that to be offensive. It's okay to have your name on it. Def Noodles or Dennis presents the comedy roast battle live from Hollywood. Da, 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 da. But you're not there and you're not on stage and you're not demanding attention on yourself. Why don't you be in the chat on Twitch and YouTube? Why don't you be in there? Right? And control that back end of it. Be posting live grabs on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. Like, do that part because you love posting on Instagram or Twitter. You love that. So why not give that a try? Give that a try. Get a stage manager, get an assistant stage manager, get a tech director, and just let Steven host it and you deal with the rest. Give it a try because I think that might work. Because you're not funny and you're not going to be funny. Yikes. All right, well, that's that. This was not as disappointing as the second one, but definitely not where I wanted it to be by the third time. So anywho, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to find something to talk about in the middle of the week. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. My name is Lily. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And don't be shy. Go dunk your head in oil and leave it. Okay, bye.